It was an interesting article, and he had a bunch of other ones. He went over Sandshrew, and then he went over Paris and Parasect, and how that's actually an evil fungus that actually exists, and it takes over the mind of ants. Was it ants? It takes over the mind of something. It was a fungus, and it takes over the minds of what it's attached to. But it was pretty much everything that Paris and Parasect were. Like, even Parasect talks about in its little biography. I'm calling it a biography. Why am I calling it a biography? Pokedex entry. In his Pokedex entry, Parasect talks about how the Parasect isn't actually in charge, it's the mushroom that's in charge. And it's interesting because it's all these different things. I might have to look that up. They might have an explanation for Chimecho. I think that's what it's called. The little bell thing that I actually started this conversation on. I know, it's insane because I'm actually bringing back one of my conversations to what I started the conversation with, instead of just continuing on and ignoring what I was initially talking about. It's all very strange and new territory for us. Okay, what was the point of that? You got some health back, but then you didn't move. Oh, it actually can't move every other turn. Okay. I was trying to move up and to the right so that Pikachu could actually... On the plus side, it can only attack me every other move, which is good. Okay, I'm moving back here. And I'm not even pointed at you. I'm really glad I wasn't even pointed at you. You know, that just makes it all the more cooler, because you died and I wasn't even looking at you. I wouldn't even give you the time of day. You know, that's just so much better. When I'm not looking at someone, and just my crony kills them off. Can I call you that? Can I call you my crony, Pikachu? I can't actually face you without doing that. Can I call you my crony? Yeah, he's fine with me calling him a crony. Joel knows his place. That's a horrible thing to say, but he knows. He knows I'm better than him. In every possible way. Hear that, Joel? I'm better than you. You know it. That's why I'm starving to death right now. I'm slowly starving to death. I'm going to freeze to death in this icy cave of death and gloom and sadness. And can I just fucking walk? Please. And this is why I don't like the hunger, because I'm too stubborn to go and use one of my items to fill up my hunger bar again. Because I'm on the level that the person is going to be on. Okay, now I'm going to need to do something. I'll just go ahead and use Dig. Because that's probably super effective because you're poison type. Come on. I was really hoping it would stop at... Does it stop at 5? No, it doesn't. I was really hoping that it would just stop at 10. Which, it seems like something that could happen. It seems potential. And we get to watch this. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, that encore was really well timed then. Okay. And give you that. Will you take it? Will you take it? No, you won't. Okay, awesome. I'm really glad you don't take that. Now you use it! Now that you're out of that battle, I thought you used Encore. Wasn't that what the exclamation mark over your head was? How could you use Slam if... I don't know. I'm confused now, because... Are you fucking kidding me? I'm starving again already? See, that's what I don't like. Because... I ate an orange berry, which is like, oh, it gives you 5... Can we... Come on. Come on, Sentret. There we go. That's how we do it. We just ignore all the fights, and then we can just teleport out of here, because... Bye, Survivor. No one cares about you. We're going away. Screw you, boy. Screw you, punk. You think you're better than me? You're not better than me. You think you're better than me? Well, you're not, because you're not better than me. Awesome. Furret saves the Sentret. That makes sense, because they're actually the same thing. Well, they're not the same thing, but they evolve. No. Because save game doesn't work on this. Save game has yet to work on this. So I'm not even going to bother trying, because I can just save state and end up in the exact same spot. Oh, that was a pathetic burp. That was pathetic. I should be ashamed. But I'm not. Because I've done less. New types of machines. Don't care. Can I get some storyline in here? Can I get some what do I have? Whose dick do I have to suck to get storyline around here? Okay. So apparently I've just been wasting everyone's time because we're not getting any storyline ever. We're never going to get storyline. Ever, as you can tell, because there's still no storyline. So, I'm thinking we go to... We just go through Tiny Woods a bunch of times until fucking storyline shows up, because I've had enough of this. I just want to continue with the storyline. I feel like I am plenty prepared for more storyline. It's not even more storyline. It's not even like you're going to Gruden right after you get continued storyline. I'm pretty sure you go and there's a bunch of like separate scenes in a row. Like, if I'm remembering it correctly, you have to deal with this. You have to deal with like people showing up and going, "Oh, we're going to go look for Alakazam," and then the next time you show up there, like after you've cleared another dungeon, they come back, "Oh, we didn't do anything," and it's really tough. And then I think like there's one more scene after that, I forget what they say. And then you can go in there and get everything done because you're the hero, you're the protagonist, so clearly if you're not the one saving the world, like that's an interesting concept to me. You're always the hero in the game. There's not usually any games, not that I can think of right off the top of my head at least, where you're like this side character and it's like all you do is just this stuff on the sidelines, and then every once in a while it's like, hey, this guy over here is doing stuff, and like that guy is getting shit done and you're just over here in the background like carrying on. Like, it's kind of a weird concept to me. Like, some movies do that, where, like, the main character that everything's centered around isn't, like, the main character of the story. Like, you know what I'm saying? For example, I believe it's called 13th Warrior. I'm just going to fucking... You know what? Fine. I'm fucking do your... I'm gonna delete that, but I'll do these easy missions again. What do I have to do to get some storyline? Because I know there has to be storyline. I know there has to be storyline. And this is just making me think, oh, I need to talk to one of the random NPCs, but that's not happening. How many times do I have to punch you before you die? Stupid Wormhole. No one likes you. But in 13th Warrior, I believe, I'm pretty sure that's the movie I'm trying to think of. It's sort of this, it's not medieval times, but it's ancient times. Like, think Beowulf style setting. Like, around the time I think Beowulf would be set, something like that. Okay, and that's probably the Oranberry I was supposed to get. So I don't know how these fucking missions work. Think how Beowulf is set up, like that sort of time period. Nordic sort of people fighting magic. It wasn't really magic in 13th Warrior. I really hope that the movie I'm thinking of is the movie that actually is the movie. That made perfect sense to all of you, I'm sure. I'm hoping that 13th Warrior is the movie I'm thinking of. But the main character, I'm pretty sure it's Antonio Banderas. I'm pretty sure. In fact, let me look this up because finally we're getting some fucking storyline. Let me just make sure that... What? No, fuck you. What the fuck was your little dingling? 13 Warrior. How long is this earthquake going for? Jeez. The 13th Warrior, yes, Antonio Banderas. Let me make sure that this is the thing I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. But the main character is Antonio Banderas, but he's sort of a side character. How the movie's set up, there's these 13 warriors and Antonio Banderas. There's something happens, some prophecy nonsense, and there's 13 warriors that have to go and do whatever it is, and one of them has to be a foreigner, and yo, wow, coincidence, Antonio Banderas is a foreigner in this land. Because, like, Antonio Banderas was supposed to be, I think, Arabian, I want to say, in that. And basically, yeah, blah blah blah. Missions and whatnot. No one cares. I don't care. Because I already know the storyline, so you can go ahead and read this while I blab on about Antonio Banderas. Anyway, the 13 warriors have to go and save something. I think they had to defeat these outside people. It's some sort of... It's this tribe of people who are all fucking weirdos. I think it's this underground tribe, like they live in a cave system, and they're just raiding all these villages, and so they had to stop them from raiding all the villages, because obviously raiding villages is wrong, people. You should know that. Yeah, it's because we're little pussy bitches. Clearly. Apom, you're super tough, right? Yeah, it's Blastoise, and then I think it's Octillery and that little rock guy down there. Golem! Golem? Yeah, it is Golem. She's clingy. She's super clingy. Yep, it's Golem. Yep, it's Golem. Okay. Awesome. You're going to go ahead and name a single move that you all have. That's so good of you. And then I think they get their asses handed to them, and then we have to go and clean everything up because we're the good guys. We're the world. We are the people.